What's up, my fellow creepers and everything that goes bump in the night? Welcome back. Yes, back to another episode of Creature of the Night. I am your host, Toxin, your friendly neighborhood sinner. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell to let you know every time I upload so you can keep up to date with me, guys. Apologies in advance. I am feeling a bit under the weather, so if you hear my raspy voice or my energy is a little bit lower than usual, I apologize, guys, but bear with me. So if you see a random cut, I'm probably stopping to cough or just randomly sip my tea. Seen any good films lately? Of course not. That's why you're here. You want a recommendation. A stop-motion animator struggles to control her demons after losing her overbearing mother. Ladies and gentlemen, stop motion.
What happens when it takes on a life of its own?
Directed by Robert Morgan. Now, if you don't know, like me,
You dumb fuck!
I really haven't seen too much about him, at least me personally. I looked him up on IMDb. He did a lot of stop motion films, which I am a big fan of. I love all those films, Box Trolls, anything stop motion. The newest Pinocchio by Guillermo del Toro, which, by the way, I believe he said,
There's a valuable difference between stop motion as an art form and digital.
Robert Morgan had a hand in the ABCs of Death Part 2. Yes, the ABCs of Death. That, if you've seen it, if you know, you know, right? So it's up there for me personally. Again, me personally, with the Faces of Death. So yeah, if you're fucked up as much fucked up as I am, welcome to the party, guys.
What did he say?
I believe the woman's name is Ella. Like I was saying, her mother is a stop motion animator. She's a legend in this world, and she is trying to finish her last movie before she dies. She's dealing with arthritis, so she has no use of her hands whatsoever. I believe if you see them, they're kind of just like this, shut together. So she has her daughter doing practically everything for her, cooking for her, making her movies, slowly moving the figurines for her, attention to detail. Again, overbearing. There is a line that just sums up the relationship throughout the film. You are a puppet, and if it's not me pulling the strings, somebody else is.
No more hanger!
And wow, this film could not be any more truer to that fact. This, after she has a stroke and goes into the hospital, it is up to Ella to finish her mother's last film. Only thing is, being suppressed, being under a mother that was like that for your whole life, shuts down a kid's imagination. She doesn't know what to do. She's in this new apartment that is owned by her boyfriend that I believe he's renovating or doing something with. So there's practically no families or anybody there. It's just peace and quiet. She kind of has the building to herself so she can just work. Until we meet this random little girl who nobody questions where her parents are at or where she came from. What is her apartment number? Like, why do you keep following me to my apartment? Why do you randomly let a little girl come in? But you know, whatever. One thing that this film does do, it makes you think. It's kind of like a lot of unanswered questions. It's left up to the viewer to determine what's going on, in my opinion. We are not, like, the question is unanswered. Is that Ella's little inner child that is trying to claw its way out to, like, be imaginative, be as great as her mother? Because she does come up with this little girl does come up with some good ideas to give Ella so she can make a brand new film. Scrap the old shit, leave your mom's stuff, make your own thing, make it yours. And that's what this little girl does, gives her a badass idea, even going into detail about how to make the little figurines more detailed, about using actual meat, first using a steak, then a dead fox, then parts of human flesh and stuff like that, while using, I forget the word the wax that they use, but it's to make dead people seem more alive, and make little figurines like that. And that's what we get the short film of a girl lost in the woods being chased by the Ashman nobody wants to meet. He comes in 3 days. The first day he knocks, the first day he sees her, the second day he touches her, and then it's kind of like left up to interpretation what happens on the third day. And as this is going on, again, controlling the demons, it comes more and more real. But I love that this film does that because it shows the obsession that is going on with filmmakers, and how literally, not just filmmakers, anybody in any kind of industry, how obsessive somebody can be over a project, making sure everything is perfect, every little detail is worked out, and how critical you are of whatever's going on, and you have to control everything. Kind of, gets perspective about how the mother is, and maybe a little perspective about how she treated her daughter. Still up for interpretation on that, but still, it just shows like how far somebody's willing to go for what they love doing. Or in Ella's case, this is all that she fucking knows. She doesn't know anything else. She doesn't know how to do anything else. So she's gonna do this and hopefully make her mom proud. But whatever. I love the attention to detail, especially when she is having a mental break throughout this film. When we do see the Ashman, or when she kind of sees the little girl and stuff like that. When certain situations, like they put her in a stressful environment, or somebody's chasing after her, or she can't distinguish between what is real and what's not. We hear this kind of gear movement, a metal automaton kind of movement, like a figurine movement that's going on, and it's the figurines of the actual wax people that are the stop motion characters that they are using. If you move them, you can kind of hear the gears slowly moving as you manipulate them and push them how you want them posed. So every time she has a mental break, it does have that little movement and that little gear sound that's going, and I thought that was really dope. Attention to detail for that, because damn, it does show that it's not really her doing this, it's just her mind playing tricks on her, and she doesn't know what's going on. So again, she's a puppet at the end of the day. A lot of unanswered questions, like I said. There's a lot of visuals that are unclear, like when she randomly turns into a ball of wax and then into a figurine made of wax going into a chest. I don't know, guys. It was kind of all over the place, but once you find out that he's from the ABCs of Death, kind of makes sense. It's just really out there. But I loved it. It was very enjoyable, guys. I give it 2 thumbs up. I recommend any movie, even if I shit on it. But I highly recommend this film, guys. Go check it out. Let me know what you thought about the film. Once you go check it out, let me know what you thought about this video. And if you are joining me for my TikTok, which I didn't say at the beginning of the video, I apologize, but this is a spoiler review. Hop over to my TikTok, which is in the description below, for a spoiler-free review. Yeah, guys, thank you. And like I always say, if you're not sinning, you're not having fun. Beware the moon, guys.